All right, let's talk about cones. Because they're kind of like a pyramid, but they're a little bit different because they don't have the edges. Sorry, I have the hiccups so bad, y'all. Okay, so a cone is the shape, right? It's like an ice cream cone. And it has one base and a vertex. So it doesn't have those lateral sides. So all it's saying is that the base is here, and then it has some height, and then there's a vertex, okay? And so the base of a cone is a circle, and that kind of makes it special. So in a cone, the altitude is perpendicular to the segment from the vertex to the summit base. What that's saying, I got the point at the top. If I dropped a string or I dropped my pen to that point, how my pen is sitting, that is the altitude. So it's the height of the cone again, okay? But again, it has to be perpendicular. So it has to meet that at a 90-degree angle. That's what this little square is for, okay? So the height of the pyramid is just the length of the altitude, okay? Different ways to say the same thing. The slant height is the distance from the point to the bottom edge. It's a straight line. So the slant height is the distance from the vertex to a point on the edge of the base. So if I drew a line all the way down, used a ruler. Okay, so same thing, circular base, same idea as a pyramid, but it's got some fancy rules. Okay, so the lateral surface area, so this yellow part of the cone, okay, the ice cream cone part, okay, is 1/2 of the product of the circumference of the base and the slant height of the cone. So just like we found the perimeter of the pyramid times the slant height, okay, it's the circumference, which is the perimeter of a circle, right? So 1/2 times the circumference times the slant height. And then the total surface area would be the sum of that lateral area, so the yellow part, plus the area of the base, the green part. So to find the surface area of cone, personally, we'll talk about it both ways, but so thinking about it just kind of more logically, we need to start by finding the circumference, which is pi times the diameter, okay? If the radius right here is 15, the whole way across is going to be 30, so 3.14 times 30. $94.2. That's going to be the perimeter of it. Then times that slant height, it gives it to us, which is 25. Two, three, five, five. Okay. So then we have to do half of that. So this one is the lateral area. So you can just do it that way, right? Or using the formula, okay, the lateral area comes from pi, 1/2 of the circumference, so 1/2, the circumference is pi times the diameter, then times that slant height. So we're going to substitute it in, 1/2, 3.14, the diameter is 30, the slant height is 25. Okay, so that's the lateral surface area. So to get the total surface area, we also have to have the area of the base. So the area of the base of the circle is pi times the radius squared is 3.14 times 15 times 15. $706.5. So the total surface area is going to be my lateral area, so the area of the yellow bit, 1177.5, plus the area of the base, so the circle, 706.5. $1,884. Woo. Okay. So we're going to practice lateral area again. So the formula for the lateral area is 1/2 of the circumference. So pi times the diameter times that slant height. So 1/2 of pi. So what this looks like. So it has a radius of 10. And then the whole cone has a height of 28 inches. So I have to use that Pythagorean theorem again to find the slant height. Okay, which is my c because it's a hypotenuse. So a squared plus b squared. 10 squared is 100. 28 squared is 784. So c squared equals 884. We'll just leave it as the square root of that again. So the slant height is the square root of 884. Okay. So the diameter of the circle is 20. That slant height is the square root of 884. So 1/2 times pi times 20 times the square root of 884. Rounded to the nearest whole number is 934 square inches. Okay. So just using the formulas, I personally think the formulas are a little easier. You can think through it logically if you want, but personally, I would rather just plug and chug with formulas.